Hello you butt knuckles, Total MK fan here, and making a Total Drama video after a lot of Adventure Camp once. Sorry about that. And as you guys saw in the title, is top 7 most underrated Total Drama characters, in my opinion, of course. And to be clear, underrated, not overhated. I'm preparing a video just for the overhated characters. So don't expect to see Sugar, Taylor, Kelly, you know, those type of characters everyone hates. I'm just gonna put the characters here that people, some like, but it's not like, oh my god, they're my favorite character ever, you know? Maybe I won't follow this rule into the video. Maybe, but we'll see what happens, right? So let's stop wasting time and start already this shit, because the first one is number 7. You know when you're watching something and you see characters and you're like, yeah, I don't care about them, and you just go on and don't give a damn about them. But then you rewatch and you see, well, they're actually good and have a potential. Well, it's basically the vegans for Redonkulous Race. Okay, not both vegans. Miles, I understand not receiving too much love because she wasn't too interesting. She had like 2 funny moments and she was just a support character for Laurie. So I understand her not receiving too much love by the fandom, but Laurie, on the other hand, was really fun and interesting and had a lot of cool moments. Not a lot, but some cool moments, especially in New Zealand and Brazil episodes. The scene of her getting angry and beating up Dawn is just simply one of the most funniest Redonkulous Race scenes ever.
I ate animals for nothing!
Security! Next time on Out the Redonkulous Race! Brazil! Help!
And also the whole meat plot, because she eats in New Zealand and start liking, wants to eat more, and Miles need to help her to focus and don't eat again or stop saying stupid things. That could become a really cool plot, but they just throw out the window and eliminate them in Brazil. I'm not saying the vegans are the most interesting characters ever, and it could become the best character of the show, but it could become way more and cool and likable and funny, but they didn't use them enough. And this is sad because they had a lot of plot, they had a cool personalities, they had a cool dynamic, they could have done something with them, but they just eliminate them because they want to focus on other teams. Like, you could have more interactions with the animals when they want to protect all the animals, but then they find some dangerous ones and decide not to protect them more. They could have more scenes like that, or become rivals of father and son because of the whole fossil thing. That would be interesting because Laurie got really pissed at them. Or the whole meat plot itself, because it could have become a good plot because Laurie become a traitor of the vegan movement, you can say it that way, and Miles helping her to stay a vegan, those stuff. They have a lot of potential, but the writers didn't see this. I wouldn't say they are underrated by the community because I can understand why they aren't that loved, but I would say they were underrated and underestimated by the writers and the whole Redonkulous Race. I think of all early eliminations, them and the fashion bloggers were the ones had more plot and potential, but at least the fashion bloggers are loved by the community and the vegans not that much. So because of all that, I think they deserve a spot here on the list. They're really underrated, they deserve way more love, they're really funny sometimes, and they were really robbing the Redonkulous Race. I was rooting for them. But now things are getting interesting because we're moving on to the 6th position, and that is number 6. Okay, now this one will be a really interesting pick, and a lot of people disagree with me, but I think who deserves to be on this list, it is Sadie. You heard that, not Katie and Sadie, not just Katie, Sadie. And I have an explanation. Hear me out, okay? You might be drinking, I'm crazy, and you're probably commenting, oh my gosh, she's so annoying. How you might like and think is underrated, that character is super annoying, doesn't shut up. Okay, I kinda already explained this in the video, but in my vision, Sadie is just a bit more mature than Katie, and she's actually really funny without Katie, okay? She's really funny sometimes. Look at this moment.
I got her this time!
Lashana won already!
Hey Einstein, it's over!
What's funny? Come on. For me, it was. And she could have a plot of revenge because they eliminated Katie, and she tried to revenge her best friend and eliminate others and have plans and plots, but I think this asks too much for her character. She was underestimated by the production and the writers. Yes, but I thought they didn't want to have this kind of plot for Sadie. But at least she is the most mature one. And you might be thinking I'm exaggerating here, but come on, look at the scene.
So are you still not talking to me? Fine. Because I'm totally not talking to you. So don't even try, because I won't hear you either. I'm not listening! I'm not listening! I'm not...
while Katie keeps acting like a child and wanting a discussion because this act is probably just wanting another discussion, Sadie just gives her the cold silence. That I know isn't the most mature thing in the world, but for their patterns, it's really mature her doing this. And we also know Sadie, when she's mad at Katie, she says things on her face, while Katie, on the other hand, stays behind her back like her butt being too fat for the bus. I'm not saying she's the best Total Drama character, it's just saying she isn't that bad and she didn't deserve to be hated, or saying that she's worse than Katie, because everyone prefers Katie than Sadie. But for me, she's the best one of the BFFs, and she isn't that annoying. She's funny, even cute sometimes, so I think she deserves a bit more love, and she deserves a spot in this list, okay? But now let's move on to number 5. That it's a good one, okay? Number 5. This one is gonna be good. Finally, a boy on the list, and this one is one of the most funniest characters in the reboot season. Yes, of course I'm talking about...
Yo, it's your boy, Chase!
Alright, I know he's more overhated than underrated, but I need to put him on the list because I don't see too much Chase hate, but I don't see people loving him too. Chase is one of the most pathetic characters in reboot. He's always trying to get with Emma, he's just one of the most dumb guys I ever saw in this show, and he said some things you just think, oh my god, this guy needs to study a lot to get into life. But that's why he's amazing. He's like the most perfect definition of a prank YouTuber. How you cannot look at his face and not think about Logan Paul? They basically have the same intelligence level. The only thing they have different is that Chase is actually funny. All the Chase scene, especially with Emma, are just gold comedy. Is hilarious.
I got my girlfriend back! Oh, and the whole candy bar to myself! Oh! Workers!
And he's charismatic too. I know a lot of people hate him, but come on, you have to admit, he's nice and you laugh at his jokes at least once. You can admit this, please. And the people just say they don't like him because he was a terrible boyfriend and he's just a jerk and that's it. And guys, do you notice that was the character point? That was the whole character base off. He was supposed to be a jerk so you can laugh at being him idiot and stupid. He's not a character to be taken seriously, and that's why he's awesome. He doesn't need to be taken seriously because it's not the point of the character. Like, you really want to take a character seriously when he does this?
I wonder who won that challenge.
He basically lost $1 million because of pizza. I think people just take Total Drama too seriously. It's a show focused on comedy. I know sometimes it has some serious moments, but basically 99% of the time it's just comedy. It's not supposed to be taken serious. The consequences and actions, it doesn't matter too much besides the elimination order. So people take this too seriously. Like, come on, if you want a deep complex character and deep complex story, you picked the wrong show. And that's why I think a redemption Chase arc, it wouldn't be nice, you know? I mean, it could work, but I think I prefer him this way. I think he just needs to understand that he's dumb and he makes dumb things, but the character itself, I think I'll let him be the same because he's hilarious that way. And another thing I just wanted to say is some people that say Chase is a bad character and not good enough, don't deserve love because he's a terrible boyfriend, or some that I met are Duncan fans, because Duncan was really an amazing boyfriend, right? Wow, just amazing. He cheated on his girlfriend. Yeah, really good. But moving on of this, I think that's enough to say. I don't need to make a list about things that Chase could have done or the movies he was good at. Because the character himself it's good enough, you know? He's funny and hilarious, and that's what he's made for, and this is what he's do the best, and he's the best in this. So I don't need to do this. So I don't know, stop being those serious Total Drama reviews that see the characters as amazing complex thing. Just see he's an idiot, and that's what he was made for, okay? He's funny, and if you stop doing this, you see he's an amazing character because he was funny, and he's funny. So that's it. So let's move on to number 3, okay? Number 3. I think we need a winner on the list. Let me think of the most underrated Total Drama winner. Oh, I know who it is. I'll talk about one of the best winners of all Total Drama. That character that no one thought he would win, but actually managed to win a season and deserve it a lot. And a lot of you don't give him much credit. Of course, I'm talking about Cameron. I know a lot of people don't like him and thought his winning was super dumb and should be another character, but I disagree completely. And here's the motives why he's the best Revenge of the Island boy and why he's one of the most deserving Total Drama winners ever, if you forgot about Hadrian and Alejandro, of course. First, of all characters of that season, he has the best development and best interactions with the other characters, especially on his team, especially between him and Joe. They have one of the best interactions in the show, that the whole episode of them flying, they forgot forgot what is the number now. Or human lighting, that is just funny lighting to understand a word Cameron says. But I think the most cool thing about Cameron is the whole character development. He started with the afraid bubble boy of everything that can get hurt of anything and change, has to face the real world. And super cool seeing him doing this because he actually likes to get hurt and those stuff. I mean, he doesn't like, but it's interesting because he's involved in this stuff. And I think he had one of the most important roles in this season because of his friendship with Mike. That is another good point. Him, Mike, and Zola are one of the best trios here. But going back, I think the most important thing is that he's smart and he find out about Mike's personalities first than anyone else. And this is great because the whole Mike can tell the personalities was really annoying this season. Mike is cool, but this I can't tell people I have personalities. It's annoying, okay? And he finding out make way less annoying. I mean, the whole thing explaining how and why which Mike personality appears and disappears is simply iconic. I love this scene and explains the characters really well. And for the people who say, oh, he was just flowing on this season, he did nothing important, not strategies. Wait, you're wrong, okay? Let's not forget that he was the reason why Joe's eliminated, blowing up her balloon and making her get voted off the island with the fabulous backstab. This was great, and you would say, oh, he was just flowing this season, you must forgot about this, or he's just really dumb. The dude become freaking Iron Man in the finale. I know this is not relevant, but this is so awesome. How you can say this character is bad and didn't deserve to win? Okay, I exaggerate a bit, but I just love this scene so much, and the finale, and the character is too, okay? Oh yeah, and I almost forgot he's been in his phobia in the spider episode. I also forget the number of the episode that he's fighting a fucking spider that was actually easy. I know it isn't a big thing, but for a character that was just a weak one, this is great. And I know All-Star exists, and he wasn't that good an All-Star, but who is it? Of the Gen 2 cast, he was the last worst in All-Stars. Okay, he wasn't amazing like the 4th season, but it's still tolerable and had some nice things. I think the only one that's way better than him in this season is Scott, but because it's All-Star Scott, he's amazing this season. So we have a character with great interactions, a good development, had some good strategies, and some friendships that actually is really cool and wasn't boring or annoying and wasn't completely ruined by All-Stars. So we have a character that had everything to be the most loved in the community. And what happened? No one cares about him. I don't know why, probably because the design isn't that cool, because this I have to admit, Cameron's design is actually a bit ugly, or it's just because he's on Revenge of the Islands and most everything about that season that isn't Dawn and Brick is completely ignored. I need to make a video about Revenge of the Islands soon explaining how this season is actually really good. So if I could say something about Cameron is, rewatch the season and see he actually was the most deserving winner there, and he actually have a good development and good interactions, good funny moments. Just pay attention, okay? Ignore Dawn and Brick being eliminated and focus on him, okay? I know it's not everyone that always focuses on Dawn and Brick, it's just an example, but I think you get what I mean. Try to focus a little on him and understand why he's one of the best winners, okay? But anyway, moving on of the Bubble Boy, the Bubble Man, to the second place character that it's gonna be an interesting one. Number 2. Finally, the number 2 that again is a Gen 1 character. And I know a lot of people would disagree with this because this character is loved, but hear me out, I have reasons to her to be here. You're not talking about Izzy. Okay, before you comment something, I know people love her. It's rare to find someone that's like Izzy, but one thing is being loved and liked to the community, one thing is being talked about in the community, okay? I can't explain this, okay? Hear me out. For me, Izzy is like one of the top 3 most iconic Total Drama contestants ever, and people don't appreciate that too much and don't appreciate the things she did, the important things she did. Because if you think about it, I think they were using Izzy to do the things to test they work or not. Because all of the things that aren't like from the show basic, like votes or elimination stuff, they use Izzy. She was the first character to be eliminated by something that wasn't votes. She was the first character to ever make a comeback along with Eva, but she's the only character from all Total Drama that made a comeback 2 times, one in Island and one in Action. She was the first character to ever have multiple personalities. Yes, Mikey wasn't the only one, Izzy was the first. Oh, and the most important, she was the first Total Drama girl to ever get hurt in the show. But people remember those stuff and talk about those stuff? No! She was hilarious, and that's it. She was funny and crazy. Just this, nothing more, and people don't talk about her a lot, in my opinion. Besides the crazy theory stuff, like she's crazy or not. Besides that, people don't talk about her. I mean, yeah, she's being the most funny character ever in the whole total drama. Is important, yes, it is. It's interesting, but I think the other things are more interesting. And people don't talk a lot about this and give her much credit. For them, she's just the funny character that was always girlfriend. I know it's not amazing. I know it's not. Oh my god, this is super important. People can give more credit to that. People give credit to Ezekiel to be the first ever eliminated. So why not give credit to Izzy to be the first character to ever come back 2 times? And also, I think she has the best humor of all total drama characters that doesn't involve farts or making jokes with women. Duncan.
Or I'll kick your butt! I want you off this set!
Sorry.
No! Don't be sorry! Think for a second! No, I will not take 5! I'm ready to go now! You call yourself a director of photography? Why were you walking right to the set? Why were you walking right through set?
Izzy was like the first ever crazy character. If Scary Girl had more screen time, she would be the new Izzy. Of course, not better than Izzy, but you know, like almost in the same level. But of course, like almost every character in this list, she was forgetting the other seasons. She was back in action and didn't last like more than 4 eps. It was eliminated before merge. World Tour, she did basically nothing. It was eliminated before merge because she quit. Oh yeah, another quit elimination. I almost forgot about that. She quit 2 times. Now the thing she could have done, I don't think she could have done too much stuff, or the writers, but I think maybe focus more on the most personalities like they did with Mike, but being more committed stuff, not like almost kind of serious thing that was Mike, even though it wasn't serious or was humorous, you know. But Mike's not that funny character to do this, and Izzy is, so they could have more focus on that and be way funnier. But I think that's it they could have done with Izzy. I don't see her as a finalist, or I don't know, making an All-Stars again. I mean, she's really funny, but I think the season would ruin her. I know she's appeared, but it was just like as, oh, I'm here and that's me, not like a contestant. No, as a contestant, I think she wouldn't work because the season is bad. It would ruin her and stuff. But I don't know, more cameos, because sure, I have a lot of cameos in Revenge of the Island, All-Star, like I said, and even in the reboot. Maybe she appeared in the reboot season 3 as a cameo again, because they love doing this. But I think that's it. Izzy is the most underrated contestant from Gen 1, in my opinion. If you'd agree, of course you'd agree, because I think a lot of people agree this. But comment why and who is your top 7.
Wait, you're not going to say what was number 1? You forgot the number 1.
Oh yeah, I forgot number 1. My god, the time is almost over for this video, so I think you won't have time enough to talk about number 1. So I guess I'll have to make another video of that. Oh, a strange thing, right?
You're lying. You're just saying that because you want another video so you can have another video so it's not adventure can reveal. That's why you're doing this.
JJ, just shut up, okay? You don't understand how these things work. Oh, by the way, that's JJ, my little bird. You know what she's saying, okay? She's crazy and those stuff. She doesn't understand how YouTube and stuff work. So, can you guys guess what's the character I'm gonna make a video about that's the number 1? Because I won't reveal right now because I don't have time. You guys will never guess it. Well, anyway, bye.